Welcome to Seasons. This is episode 3. I am Gozi, and
I'm Ronnie. Hi there.
Today we're talking about age is no barrier. So what does that mean to you, Ronnie?
It means that when you're doing most things, you shouldn't consider age, i.e., and that age shouldn't be something that stops you from doing certain things. From age, we also mean the numerical as well as the mental. Some people say, oh, I can't do this because I'm this old, or either because they're too old or because they're too young. We're here today to say that it shouldn't be considered as a barrier.
Right, okay. And it really shouldn't be considered as a barrier because in so many times, especially when you're older, you probably would start off with one career and think that's what you really would like to do. And then you discover somewhere along the line that you're introduced to new things, there are new innovations, there's new technology, and you might even find yourself enjoying those new dimensions. And you should be able to just start off a second career as opposed to just sticking with the career you have because that's how you started. Also, there are certain passions you have, certain hobbies that you might even turn into a business because this is really and truly what you want to do. When we're in college, we have these aspirations and assumptions and, we all want to be high flyers, we all imagine ourselves in certain places, and then you find out that you probably don't do those things because of one reason or the other. It could be what your parents wanted you to be, and then you obey them, but you still have that inner feeling and inner yearning to do the things you want to do. So yes, it's always encouraging for you to people would normally encourage you to go for what you want, and I believe in second careers. I believe in doing what you really have a passion for. What do you think, Ron?
I agree with you, certainly, because many times we set ourselves, we just go through various segments of our lives because it's set, i.e. we go to uni, secondary school, uni, and then we get a craft of some sort. And then before you know it, you get married, you have the children, you focus on them developing, and once they leave the nest, then you're asking yourself, oh, I used to be good at this, I used to be good at that, and then you may begin to explore that. But I also want to think and talk about those that are even younger, should I say. Some of them, they have big ideas, massive empires in their minds, and they're thinking, oh, I can't do that now because, I am too young. And we're saying that you're not too young. You shouldn't be scared to take any action. So far as you've done your due diligence, you've looked at it through, and you have considered it, it is good to go out there and do what you can. Even if it doesn't work out, you've learned something from it. And that not working out is something that you will use the learning to make sure that the second or the third works. There is no age that you can't do something great, so far as it's something that you're meant to do, and you will know because there'll be such a pull in that direction. So do not say, oh, I'm too young to take this step. I'm too young to do X, Y, Z. Go ahead and do it and watch it work.
And in addition to that, the young ones, because sometimes they go for these supposedly big jobs and supposedly have these mighty ambitions or huge ambitions, and then people say, oh, but they don't have experience, they don't have the experience. But if you don't give them the chance, how do they get their experience? They need to go out there, they need to learn, make their mistakes, and then learn from their mistakes and then grow. I think young people, because this new generation, this Gen Z, they call them, they are on a different level. I really think that they should be encouraged, and people, they should actually have mentors who can speak to them, guide them, and also talk to them about their own experiences. I think that's a huge thing for young people. That way they know these things are achievable, they're guided in the proper direction, and then they just go out there and then do it. Some of them come up with some amazing ideas. It's unbelievable. And then for the older generation, They definitely, sometimes you have this vacuum. Then you're just sitting to yourself and you say, oh, I wish I could have done this. How about trying it? What do you stand to lose? Just go ahead, and that can-do attitude. I think it's all a mental thing, really. It's all a mindset. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work, but you've tried it. Ronnie, what do you have to say to that?
That's excellent. That's excellent. That's bang on. It is true. Have the can-do attitude. It's about the mind. It's about believing that you can do it. And I'd like to address those that are stay-at-home mothers, stay-at-home fathers. Such a thing, yes, there are. You're at home. You're just doing the mundane. It's seemingly mundane, but you're obviously contributing to society and the family. But don't write yourself off. There's so much you can do. Once you've got that phone, we all have the smartphone. That is a world of opportunity that's open to you. And if you're caught in school run, I know that they'll compartmentalize what you're doing and then find something that you can learn something new, develop a passion. You'd be surprised just how good you're able to contribute. Therefore, you're plugging that gap. You could even create something, because a lot of stay-at-homers sort of feel that they're doing nothing, they're not contributing, but you can. Take that laptop, take that phone, look to see what's out there, look to see what matches what you've got. There are so many skill sets that come into play from the time management, the organizational skills, the administration skills. These are skills that you can tap into and use to build businesses, to build something, build an income while the children are growing. So you can do it.
It's all about the mindset, really, and it's all about learning. Because for me, I think you should always learn, do something new. Learn, because if you don't use your brain or your brain cells, obviously they're going to vegetate at some point. So you might as well just keep them active. And this doesn't really dwell on the age, because some people started, KFC, that started their business at what, age 60 or
65 or so, something like that, yeah.
Mary Kay started at 55, and this was all second, some of them third careers. You just go out there and then explore whatever you've always wanted to do. Just go ahead and do it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. What have you lost?
Gained experience. And you're talking about Mary Kay and the likes. During their time, it was harder. They were doing door-to-door knocking.
Yes.
It was it's a totally different world. It's almost prehistoric in comparison to what's available, the resources that's available now. So you can imagine. I also want to discuss those older people that have retired. Don't retire, refire into something else.
Yes.
Again, the laptop, all the social clubs, you can look at what you can open up in your area. You can be contributing right to the end. It is never too late. I remember I went on a course. It was actually a property course many years ago. And the oldest lady in the course she was 75.
Oh, wow.
And I spent the whole time staring at her because I just loved her vibe. And she had her hair cut and coloured, and she was the liveliest in the room. So everybody gravitated towards her, and I thought, I want to be like that, because she was alive. She was learning. She said that she had all this money, and she was looking for some action. That's how it is to be. Wonderful.
Yeah, so it's like you say, it's all about the mindset. Keep it alive, keep it going, keep it active. It has nothing to do with your age, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, wherever you are right now, think of what you can be doing. If you're satisfied, wonderful. But if you are longing to do something extra, and your reason for not doing it is because of your age, whether it's young or whether it's old, whatever spectrum it's on, we're here to say to you to do it. It is only a number. There are people that age mentally because of their thinking. But we're here to say to you, do it. It should just be a number. It should be your mind, what you want to do with it. And go ahead and do it. You'd be surprised. Make your family proud. Make your community proud. Go ahead and do it.
Also, make your life count.
Absolutely.
You can discover that at whatever age.
That's true. Until next time.
From me, Ozzy.
And me, Ronnie.